is up, boxing world? It's Boxing Vibez TV coming right back at you, giving you the best analysis on YouTube, Spotify, Stitcher, you name it. We all the way out here. As the young folks say, it's up. It's all.
It's up.
It's up.
Hey, Cardi B kind of up. It's Cardi B kind of up.
It's up, man.
Hey,
that's a hell of a vision.
We got JD in the building.
Hey, what's up, man? 8-1 Trey all day.
We got Q in the building.
Hey, 850 if you with me, man.
Hey. And we got yours truly, J Box, the moderator of the madness. Now, before we get started, JD, please tell them what to do.
All right, man. If you're down with the vibes, hit the notification bell and subscribe.
I appreciate it.
Smash the like button. Stop.
Let's do that. All right. So, you know what? Before we get started, it's customary. We got one thing to do.
One thing to do, bro.
Not by we, I mean you.
Right,
Go ahead, JD.
JD get crazy.
You know what I mean? Get the people the pod quote of the day.
All right, so pod quote of the day. You know what I mean? You know, we always do our pod quote. This is from none other than Mr. Briggs.
Oh, God.
To the great interviewer known as Jim Gray.
Let's go, champ.
When he felt a little tried, you know, he had to get a little bit get back, and sat there and told him to his face, "You came in the dressing room, and I want to knock you out." Roll the tape. Roll the tape.
Wow, I mean, I don't even really know where to start. How would you assess this fight up until the last 30 seconds?
I was motivated, man, because the last time I fought on Showtime, you ragged me against both of us. So when you came in the dressing room, I was ready to knock you out. But I said, no,
it's all about me. Let's talk about the fight.
Right.
Hey, look, man. So I'm going to say this, and this is probably not going to get me very far in life, but there's a lot of people that don't like Jim Gray.
Oh,
right?
hell nah.
And so before we get into it, I'm gonna tell you why. Me and JD can tell you why.
Exactly.
So we're this is I think it's Pac Mosley, right. 2011, 2010, something like that. We meet, James Brown. We meet James Brown. We meet a lot of different people. We meet Freddie Roach. Wait,
James Brown.
James Brown, the commentator.
James Brown. No, he's James Brown. Right.
James Brown, the commentator. He's on CBS now. We met a slew of people, really gracious, really cool people. We met Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin was dope.
You said he was on dope.
He was this man alive. I don't know. It was vague.
He was on the crap tables though.
He was on the crap tables. But either way, people were busy, but people took time out to let us know, hey, they ain't got time to do that. Jim Gray, I'm saying for the record, Jim Gray's an asshole. And now with that being said, we're gonna move on to the first topic.
Hey, he curved us nasty, bro.
You don't feel that way, Mr. Gray. I
do. He asshole. I don't care. I'm sorry, it's cool. I mean, just a professional courtesy. I'll just be strict with you because we're now in the media. So being honest,
we are professionals.
So being honest is part of the job. Right. Jim Gray's an asshole. Let me move on. All right.
He curved us bad. Dude.
All right, so let's get into topic number one: Berchelt versus Valdez. I don't even gotta say no more. I need y'all reactions. Go ahead, Q.
Bruh. That first of all, man, shout out to both of them guys, man. I had to do the Birdman know your clap hand rub for that, bro. Because them boys, I don't bring it out much. That was a real deal. The reason I love boxing, like that's everything you want, man. Those guys that came out, man, they was calling it Marco Antonio Barrera versus what my man name is. They was calling it the next crazy big Mexican fight. Antonio Barrera versus anyway Morales, It lived up to. I mean, first of all, it was a big upset because they didn't think Valdez was going to win. And I'm going to keep it a buck. I didn't know too much about Berchelt or Valdez at the time but I'm a fan of both from this fight. And I was very impressed with Valdez from the beginning. He's the way he mixed it up, boxed, and he knew when to box and he knew when to fight. You know what I'm saying? That was the tell. And then once he got my man in trouble, once he caught him, that left hook, he was vulnerable to. He was feeding that left hook, and once he got him in trouble, he did something. And then my man Berchelt, he went to coming back and doing his thing and applying pressure and was being effective. And my man caught him with an uppercut and the left hook. And then once he got him in trouble, what I liked was how his mind switched. And he went to switching the southpaw to orthodox And I'm like, yo, like he was so patient and was placing his punches and the way he was doing it. I was like, that's crazy. He didn't just get excited and go to drowning himself, just punching and throwing punches or whatever and being open. And he, I was very impressed with how he handled things once he got Berchelt hurt and the way he closed it, man. That was crazy. It can't get no better than that, man. I mean, awesome fight.
Well, yeah, JD.
And then
Go ahead, Q. Go ahead, Q.
And then one last thing. And after the fight, the amount of grace and the amount of I don't know what to call it, bro. I'm missing the word.
Humility, grace and humility. Yeah.
Humility, bro. How he got down there with him, and man, that was beautiful. I meant to post that on IG. It was amazing. That's the best. That was amazing.
That was the best of boxing. I completely agree. Go ahead.
That's the best of boxing.
Man, that was one. That was one hell of a fight, man. Y'all remember The Matrix back in the day, man, with Keanu Reeves, man.
The real Matrix.
I hope you talking about,
the real Matrix.
I hope you talking about the movie.
The one.
Yeah. We talking about Neo.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Neo and them.
That's what we talking about, bruh. I'm gonna be real, man. That's what Oscar had me thinking about when I saw that damn knockout, bro. The way this man swim move backwards, left, right, and ran this man into that punch, bro. Put him to sleep, man. Put him to sleep. I mean, that was one of the most devastating knockouts that I think I've seen personally live in a while. All right,
it was crazy.
Okay, go ahead. I'll let you finish.
It was an amazing fight. Now, I did find this intriguing that it had me go back and look a little bit more at Berchelt's record. And come to find out, he's actually been TKO before.
Yeah.
But it was far earlier in his career.
And he's a brawler. Right.
But I will say, though, too, he did get exposed because when Berchelt got hurt the first time, you'd have thought that he would have got into boxer mode, and he didn't. And he turned even more into come straight forward
because that's what he's used to.
Mode.
Yeah.
And so I really think that his overall boxing IQ and his boxing game got exposed by Valdez. And man, but that was a hell of a knockout, bro. Straight up.
Okay, so I do want to give a quick shout out. When people doing their thing in a fight game, you got to give them a shout out, right? Mm-hmm. There's a time where Freddie Roach was the hottest thing out there. And there was a time when, Emmanuel Stewart had his time, God bless him, before he passed. May he rest in peace. I got to give a shout out to Eddie Reynoso, man. Reynoso, man. He's doing it. He's doing his thing, man. Mm-hmm. He got a nice little stable, and people are attracted to winning. So, Canelo's.
Because
Ryan Garcia, Canelo,
Valdez.
Andy Ruiz.
You're right. He does have Ruiz.
And now he has Valdez. So he's building up quite a stable over there. So shout out to Eddie Reynoso, man, what he's doing over there in camp with these fighters.
That's real.
Oscar Valdez came out looking great. Speaking of Oscar Valdez, though, there's a couple of guys that called him out at 130.
Real talk.
One guy should be calling him out at 135, but we ain't gonna say nothing. One is Shakur Stevenson, the other one's Tank Davis. Which is the best fight and for whom?
I'm gonna go ahead and say that I personally, if Oscar Valdez, now you've defeated the great boogeyman Berchelt. If I'm him, I go into the Tank fight.
Ooh.
I honestly go into the Tank fight, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because ultimately, I believe that it turns into a war with a legitimate puncher's chance. With a Shakur Stevenson fight, I believe that Shakur would ultimately try to outbox Oscar. It's never going to turn into a fight where he's probably going to really be able to get those exchanges to really get Shakur out of there. While with Tank, even though Tank could uppercut you to the heavens, as we saw him do Leo, it still would be a scenario where people have to remember Oscar Valdez has a hell of a knockout ratio his damn self. So he would have an honest shot at rocking Tank Davis as well. So if I'm Oscar Valdez sitting in the driver's seat after this major upset, the mega fight I'm going after, man, I'm going after Tank Davis.
What do you got, Q?
Okay. All right. So my thing is, so the way you pose the question, if I was Oscar Valdez, that's the fight I would take. So I will agree with JD on that. That's the fight I would take for those reasons. But the fight I want to see, because I want to see my boy Shakur get his roses, bro. And bro, he would get his roses if you take that fight. Matter of fact, you call him out because you say he been calling you out. So if you take that Shakur Stevenson fight, bro, just know I will beat it. I'll be quick. Because listen, bro, it will be a showcase for Shakur Stevenson to me. Well, I ain't gonna disrespect Valdez like he's not a skilled fighter.
You feel like you're outboxing. You feel like I'm outboxing.
He's a very skilled fighter, but he will be going from a come forward fighter, boxer, or a puncher, a brawler, or whatever you call Berchelt, to a real tactician that has all the skills, is very efficient, and he don't even waste movement, bro. The way this man moves, he moves, it's so minimal, and how he avoid punches, and just like he's so efficient with his body movement and counter punches that it will be a very frustrating fight. I want to see it because you are scared. Valdez is a very skilled fighter also.
Yeah, it'll be a very interesting fight. Go ahead.
My boy, he a big boy. He not a little guy, even though he'll be moving up. He'll be moving up to 130.
Yeah,
this will be like he 5'10". Reach.
Yeah, it'll be a good matchup. When last seen, we were questioning Shakur Stevenson's power at 130.
Exactly.
So I mean, in a packed division from you talk about 130 to 135, we got a lot of fighters. We got we got the quote unquote matrix. We got the 4 horsemen, the young guys, and then we got Oscar Valdez now on the scene. Don't forget about Jamel Herring, who can operate operate at 135 as well. I mean that is a packed. That is a packed range right there. From 130 to 135, we got a lot of fighters. And if you want to go down to 126, you got Gary Russell creeping around. So, but we're going to move on to the next thing. Speaking of a pack.